Hello and welcome. This is my YouTube channel, Chrissy Love. My name is Chrissy. I'm so glad you're here. I exclusively talk about fragrance here. I also have an Instagram channel where I post about fragrance. I have my merch shop where I have fragrance themed stuff that I designed myself. All those are linked below, in addition to all kinds of coupon codes and, key to this video, and everything you ever want is down in the description box below. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider joining the family. I post here at least once a week, sometimes more often than once a week. So check it out. If you want to give a like, if you want to give a comment, I welcome all of it. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am talking about the Kayali Oudgasm line, which just came out. Prior to that, I did film a video with all the Kayali collection items ranked, like every single one of their perfumes ranked in terms of how much I liked it. I'll put a link to that below too. So these came out after I filmed that video. I just got that right into the wire before the new one dropped. So they're dropping perfumes constantly now. And now it's a whole collection dedicated to oud and the appreciation and celebration of oud. Oud is not really my favorite element in perfume. It can add a lot when layered with sweet, yummy things. But I'm really a gourmand lover and oud can be really tough for me. But I want to give my opinion because why not? I got my samples because I do not like to buy full-size bottles, especially when they're $100 or more per bottle. I got my samples from the perfume guy, who is a guy with a YouTube channel. He has this thing called the Scent Club. And he has these kits that he numbers. This is 007. And he does drops. And he, in his videos, talks about what's in the kit. And you run and buy it. And I did find this to be a pretty good price because it was, I think, around $50 for all four of the line. And the four are the Rose Oud, Vanilla Oud, Café Oud, and Tobacco Oud. And I'll just show you what the packaging looked like when I first got it. And I also got my fourth one right here that it came with. So let's jump right in and talk about it. So I'll start off with the Rose Oud 16. This has top notes of pear, lemon, and geranium, middle notes of Bulgarian rose and peony, and base notes of vanilla Madagascar, cashmere wood, and oud. And at first spray on my skin, it's a powdery pink rose with a pretty standard oud, not too stinky, but pretty standard. The dry down is more of a lipstick rose and oud, so it's kind of a cosmetics smell to it, kind of like waxy, powdery cosmetic smell. It's pretty, but I think could use a little more sweetness actually. It's more on the fresh rose side. Performance-wise, it's fantastic. It lasts and projects wonderfully. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice rose oud, which I've seen done many, many, many times. So to me, it wasn't really a knockout. Next, I have Vanilla Oud 36. It's like my little thing here. It has top notes of pear, praline, and saffron, middle note of Bulgarian rose. And then, I just lost my computer here. And base notes of cashmere wood, vanilla sugar, white musk, oak moss, and of course, oud. And it starts off this dusty, dry type of oud with a boozy brown sugar vanilla that reminds me a lot of the Kayali vanilla scent. And the dry down is more of like a vanilla pudding scent. So it's kind of like this vanilla praline combination that I've kind of like, my nose reads as like a pudding scent for some reason, with this subtle oud in the background. So the oud is definitely present. It adds an upscale feeling to it, but it's not an outward oud like in the rest of the collection. And I'm glad because it lets the vanilla really shine. And it performs, of course, wonderfully. So yeah, Vanilla Oud is actually a really good one and probably my favorite, as I probably knew it would be. Next, we have Café Oud 19. This has top notes of bergamot, mandarin, and cappuccino, middle notes of geranium and rose damascena, and base notes of vanilla Madagascar, white musk, patchouli, and oud. And this starts off a really obnoxious red rose, like too fresh. And then it has this creamy oud in there. There's vanilla. There's a hint of like a bitter coffee, not a lactonic cappuccino. Bitter coffee. And the dry down smells like a fresh, unpicked rose. Like I get green notes. I get this kind of bitter petal smell. The oud is in there, but it's kind of like a barnyard stinky oud. So this is not good on me at all. I expected so much more from this. I'm not happy with it at all. And it lasts forever, of course, because that's what oud does. And finally, we have the Tobacco Oud. stay away. For the love of all things holy, stay away from this one. It's awful. It has top notes of mandarin, clary sage, plum, white honey, and geranium, supposedly. Middle notes of clove and saffron, and base notes of tobacco, patchouli, vanilla, benzoin, praline, and oud. And if you think that that sounds good, you'd be right in any other circumstance. It is barnyard, stinky, junky, nasty oud. I get hay smell. I get poo smell. I get animalic notes in there. This is like the most disgusting thing I've ever had on my skin. I cannot stand it. I think it's awful. If it smells good on you, totally believe it. It's probably my skin, but I think it smells absolutely awful. And performance, of course, is fantastic, because wouldn't it be? So that is my review. Honestly, I love a lot of the Kayali perfumes. Vanilla is great. The pistachio gelato one is really fun. The diamond pink pepper, love it. You know, there's a lot of Kayali perfumes I really, really enjoy. The Oudgasm line, I think generally is just a no for me. I like the new wedding duo that came out. They're both solid. They probably should have stopped there. I think that it was a little risky with the oud just because it's a challenging scent. And I think that they could have honestly done better with it. I think it was a bit rushed. But that's just my opinion. You know, feel free to let me know in the comments what you think. I know I have strong opinions sometimes about these things. I'm sure we all do. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this line or on Kayali in general. And thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a very beautiful day.